Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Winter Adams, Ifbb Wellness Pro and Olympian, and today I'm going to be putting you through a quad session. So as you may or may not know, wellness is all about the legs, and we have nice big round quads, big glutes, big hamstrings. They have to be in a good proportion. So I'm at the moment splitting my training. So today is going to be pure quads. It's going to start off with heavy weights, and I'm going to take you through how I structure my quad only days because it's a little bit different from what I have been doing. So stay tuned and let's go. First exercise is barbell squats. So I haven't been doing these for a while now. It's probably been about a year since I stopped doing them. I feel like I get to a point in prep where I just want to switch over to something where I can kind of feel a pump quicker and still be able to go fairly heavy. Also, I'm really cold at the moment, so I've literally got my tracksuit bottom still on and this jacket. But once we warm up and hopefully start to feel a little bit more energetic, we will get the gym fit out. Warm up weight, we start with one plate, so 60 kg. Just warm up, 10 reps should be enough. No belt yet, just getting the feel of the movement. So I always judge by the first plate how difficult my squat session is going to be. I'd say it's going to be a 8 out of 10 because my strength on the one plate was lower than it usually is, that I'm used to, which means that we're only going to increment the weight up slowly. So where I would normally add another 20, I'm just going to add another 10. Also use my belt just because I feel like my core feels a little bit weaker today. Just lower energy in general, I'm not able to brace as hard. So I need that extra support. My knees are feeling a bit funny, but I didn't bring my knee sleeves. And to be honest, I actually never use my knee sleeves. I'm very lazy with that. The belt should be enough. Okay, that wasn't too bad. One thing I've been working on is my waist tightness. A lot of people think that doing heavy squats, heavy deadlifts will thicken your waist and grow your waist. I don't believe that's the case. I've been a powerlifter before. My waist never grew and I hit pretty big numbers in the squat and deadlift. I don't think using a belt affects the way your waist grows or doesn't grow either. For me recently, actually, my waist has shrunk smaller than it ever has been. And I put that largely down, not to anything with training, but actually practicing my vacuums, which I do every morning. I actually also have started doing them while I train. If the movement doesn't require me to brace as hard like a squat, for example, in the leg press, I would like hold a vacuum while I do the reps. I find that helps me better with the waist control and also my food choices. So in prior preps, I would add like lots of vegetables and lots of things to bulk up the food to make it more filling. Over time, that stretches your waist because you're just constantly carrying so much food. Now I'm kind of just like, whatever the meal plan is, I'll just have it exactly as it is. And if I'm a little bit hungry, I just suffer with the hunger because I know that in the long term, this is gonna help me keep my waist nice and snatched. Okay, 2 plates next. So this is when my heart starts to thump a little bit. 100 kg or 220 pounds for my American followers. So just to put this in context, I never train this early, so it's 10 a.m. and usually I'm having my first meal at this time. I actually haven't had any meals today, so I never train fasted, but just because of the way my schedule is set up today, it's the only time I'm going to be able to train, so I've had to come and train fasted. I've just had a coffee, so hopefully caffeine will get me through the session. I'm on my last hole, my belt, and I'm still 9 weeks out, so this will officially be the first prep where I have to dig in another hole into my belt, so that's on waist progress. 10 reps at 100 kg. It's not bad. Far from my best. My best is 140 kg, so 3 plates. But I can't complain. Can't complain. So happy I did this. For my top set, I'm gonna add a little bit more weight. So I'm gonna add a 10 on either side. It's 120 kg. And with this, what I do is I like to psych myself up. So I'll tell myself, what's a rep range I think I can get? I think I can do 4 reps, okay? Now, what my goal then is to do anything more than 4 reps. Anything more than 4 reps, and I'm happy. Oh, that feels heavy. That's definitely more than 4. I think after 4 I stopped counting. I'm like, okay, we got the 4, now you rep that shit out. So now I'm gonna do single leg press as my next exercise. I've really liked doing these because I feel when I'm lower energy, I'm able to still hit the muscle and feel a good contraction without having to have that energy to be able to push 7, 8, 9 plates on a leg press, especially after doing heavy squats. So I'm not feeling like I'm holding back because it's single leg and it still burns, but it just doesn't require as much of an overall energy push. So I like doing these B stance. So I keep this resting foot just on the corner, just for balance. And then with this, I really feel this here in my VMO, outer quad, and also my adductor.
They say you die when you don't dream. Yeah. Guess I'm alive cause I still believe. Look at the sky, tell me what you see. I see stars that look like me. Take a guess how I live. Bet every time you be wrong, you couldn't walk a mile in these kicks. You don't even know the path where I've been. Talk about rolling coins and make ends. Took a lot of L's but never did quit. Took it on the chin and look at my strength. Place that bet, the chips are all in. Say that you're pressure, you don't know pressure. I'm here for the bank, you're here for the extras. Just me and the fam, I don't need no extras.
I think when you're doing these, it's very important that when you have that resting leg, you don't push up from it, because when you then go to switch legs, that second leg feels so much harder. So you can either take a break between the legs, like 30 seconds, or just really try your hardest not to push off from that resting leg. It's funny because like 3 years ago, before I started, not even in my first year of bodybuilding, I didn't train my quads because I thought they were too big. I just solely focused on my glutes. But now the category of wellness is evolving. The girls coming in with a lot more balance between quads and glutes. And I like to think that I have a good balance, so I can train everything pretty much equally.
We're in trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like fast life, you like to drive, get done.
Next is the leg extension. I find that with myself, the leg extension really works on the detail in the quad rather than the size. So for example, if you look at my quads, you can see I have a very prominent rec fem. So this is one of the quad muscles, also known as a hip flexor. And when you're doing leg extension, it is a hip flexion movement. So to try and make these less rec fem focused and to focus more on my vastus medialis and my vastus lateralis, I try to now have less of a flexion from my hips. You'll see what I mean when I'm doing the movement. Before, when I was going heavier on these, when I would lift the movement, I would use a lot of my hip flex and I would kind of swing like this. Can you see that? How it's sort of the movement's starting from up here. There's a lot of hip flexion involved. Now that I've reduced the weight, I'm trying to isolate the other parts of the quad. I now hold myself in and really focus that movement to have less swing. And really squeeze at the top, which is where I can feel the VMO the most. Hunger-wise, I would say that my hunger is there. It's probably similar to how it's been on my last prep, not the one that got cancelled. So last year I did start a prep and then injured my ankle like 5 weeks out, so I stopped. That prep in general, I don't really count it. So the one before that, the prep where I became pro and qualified for the Olympia, that was a great prep, super smooth, hunger wasn't a problem. It's at that level now. In fact, I'd say this is probably even better now because I'm in a better position for 9 weeks out. Food has more carbs in it, I would say, than last time. I have more muscle mass as well, so the condition is coming faster. The visual changes are coming a lot faster. Overall, I feel really, really good. Sometimes I go to sleep hungry, but I've started playing like sleep music, so I have a playlist that's like specifically for sleep. It's like a mix of like piano music and I think it's like 50 million hertz or something like that. I don't know, like sound waves to help you get into a relaxed state. But no, everything's been going really, really well. So today I actually get a carb refeed. So I'm gonna think about what carb options I want. They have to digest well, so I'm probably gonna keep it really simple. I might have sushi. But other than that, no complaints about this prep at all. I know I said it was only a quad session, but I forgot to mention I always do adductor in my quad sessions, even though it is technically a hamstring. So we're working the inner thigh, which is part of the hamstring muscles. But I just like the roundness it gives when I've got a quad pump going on. You get that pump in the inner. Legs just look nice and full, and also it gives me a little bit of a break between quad exercises.
My hair closed the door, even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurt so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long.
No supplements today, no EAA, no pre-workout, just pure water. I will have my creatine when I get home, but it just goes to show you can still have a great workout without having to worry about all these different, what should I take? What do I need to take to have a better workout? Sometimes you just need to just go in there and just give it your all. Having said that, I do find when I'm taking my intra-workout EAA and electrolytes, it prevents that mid-workout crash. I don't know if it's mental, I don't know if it genuinely feels like the electrolytes are replenishing me or whatever, but that's something that I do kind of wish I had brought with me. My body doesn't need to be trained. All these plates that I'm lifting. exercise is Bulgarians. Normally I do this on the Smith machine because I don't like doing too many exercises where I'm holding dumbbells, especially because I feel like my traps get engaged. But Smith machine's taken, so I'm just going to use light dumbbells and really focus on getting that isolation in my quad. So that's 3 sets done. Brings us to the end of the workout. Now I'm gonna have my check-in with Jace. So I'm gonna go change into my bikini, put my heels on. I'll see you guys upstairs.
Hold for like 5-6 seconds, yeah? Yeah. Good. Yeah, this side's solid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I felt like last week you were a bit too upright. And then, but in the check-in, I didn't know what it was till I saw this week. I was like, oh, it's much better this week. Like, because sometimes when the girls come upright, it doesn't look as thick across the board. Good. Quad lines. The details there, etching it in. Lower back needs to be a bit harder. Hams and glutes and a few more quad lines. But I think your middle's ahead of where it normally is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think your middle's way ahead of where it normally is. Naturally, it's only going to get drier. 9 weeks is a long time.
Yeah. We're just going for that super snatched
waist.
Teeny tiny waist.
And the legs complement everything else. So it's back to our first prep was our smoothest. Back to a smooth prep, which is just easy.
Yeah.
Half a kilo a week. Cardio, I don't want to take it any higher the whole prep, unless we need to. That's why I said I'd rather just output on steps.
Yeah, happy with that. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the leg session and my check-in. I am 9 weeks out of the Pittsburgh Pro. It's official, I'm doing it. 10 weeks out of the New York Pro and 11 weeks out of the Miami Pro. So I'm going to keep you guys updated right up until the shows. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in my next YouTube video.